Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to day 6 of the Ignite the Fire Challenge. Today's pillar is going to be grow where you are. So, what that means for us today is loving ourselves into submission and being happy, grateful, and appreciative for who we are right now in this moment. And if we can come to that place of acceptance, then we will continue to grow and blossom and bloom as we need to versus forcing ourselves to be something that we're not maybe quite ready to be. So, one of the best ways to do that is to consider that we're always trying to create a quote better version of ourselves. Think about what we put ourselves through every January when we make our New Year's resolutions. There's, we need to lose weight. We need to stop this bad habit. We need to, make more money, blah, 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 blah. All the things that we think is going to make us happy, the things that's going to think we're going to prosper from, the things that are just out of our grasp, but we want to put that intention out there, which is a good thing, right? We do want to put that intention out there for those things. But in the meantime, we're looking at what we currently have in here as something bad and something negative versus being happy and grateful for what is in our present moment right now. So today I pulled, as I do every day, an oracle card just to kind of get a feeling for the energy of the day. And this is my deck here. This is pretty, it's hard to see, the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. And this is the card that I pulled, which is actually called the Mystical Shaman. And it's kind of a two-part thing. So with this particular deck, it has a meaning for the upright and it has a meaning for the inverted. And I just felt like the both meanings have a lot to say about what we're talking about here today about growing where you are. So the first one is the invitation. I'll read this to you real quick. You are invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Can you impartially observe the stories you tell yourself and others? What if you could become a mystery to yourself? Who would you become if you stopped telling the tales that have defined you up until now? You do not have to live a story that has roots in the past. What if there were no need to explain you to anyone, not even yourself? The way to your most extraordinary life is to become a blank slate and allow the form of your dreams and desires to show up as it will. This is a sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. So that first section, it speaks definitely deeply to what we're talking about here, about loving yourself where you are in the present moment and knowing that this future of your dreams is there, but we can't force it. And we can't hate ourselves there or dislike ourselves there. We have to love ourselves into that position because as the law of attraction states, what we put out there is what's going to come back. And as long as what we're putting out there is negativity about ourselves, well, we're going to get that back. So let's love ourselves into a place of pure manifestation of living the life of our dreams. So the other half of this then is the medicine. This is if the card is inverted. It says, be careful what you pray for. The mystical shaman cautions you against relentless attachment to a certain form that you think will make you happy, prosperous, famous, loved, etc. However, in seeing your dream come into being, had you considered what you were willing to sacrifice for it? Perhaps you have been telling yourself a certain story for so long, the story that only when you reach this particular goal you will be happy, that you will arrive, You didn't even notice you're no longer the person that wanted that dream. You have moved beyond those stories. Perhaps it's time to admit to yourself that you need to imagine a new story that is more in alignment with who you have become. So that makes me think back to who I thought I wanted to be when I was in college. And I had changed my major from education to business. And I had this fantasy of being this smart, successful businesswoman who my ultimate goal after graduation was within a couple of years of getting my degree, I wanted to have either a Mercedes or a BMW. That was my big dream. And after graduation happened and the real world kicked in, and I was completely on my own, paying, my own bills, paying rent, paying childcare, newly divorced, and figuring out that $12 an hour really wasn't that much money. I realized I was killing myself to accomplish this dream of being what I considered to be successful. And what that meant was the big house and the fancy car. And one day I was just like, why am I doing this? What am I doing? I have no time for my child. I have no time for fun or entertainment. I have no time to enjoy all these things that I'm working so hard for. And I realized that who I'd become was not at all really what I wanted out of life. And so I started to slowly let go of this image of who I desired to be. And it took me a while, it took me a long time. I wasn't, straight out of the chute, loving who I was in the moment and just embracing that and allowing things to come to me as they will. But over time, as I started to retrain my brain, it started to come to me and I started to realize that these ideas of success weren't really what was making me happy. So I've come a very long way in the 20 years since I've graduated college. But I'm finally in a place now where I'm just happy where I'm at. And things are shifting and things are changing as they will, but I'm embracing that change. And I'm going more with the flow of it. And as things come into my awareness, I'm considering them things that I would never have considered before because I've let go of the idea of what it looks like to be successful and what it looks like, what I think is going to make me happy. So, as we embrace these changes and move through life with much more grace and ease, it's a lot easier to just accept who we are, where we are, and love ourselves to wholeness. So, I would like to invite you to go on a guided meditation journey with me that is going to lead us into a state of being happy where we are so that we can grow where we are instead of focusing on all the things that we're lacking in our life, all the things that we feel like we need to change for our happiness, finding happiness in the present moment instead, and accepting the flow of change as it comes to us versus forcing it. So if you are in a position where you can close your eyes and receive this meditation journey, I invite you to do that now. And if you're not in a place where you can do that, I ask you to just pause the video and come back to it when you have the moment. So let us begin by closing our eyes and just taking a few deep breaths, feeling in to our bodies, feeling into the space that we're in right now in this moment. Taking a deep breath, moving that breath, visualize it moving throughout your body. Imagine a beautiful rainbow coming down from the heavens, cascading down around us as it moves through all of our chakras, as it moves through all of our energy centers, igniting each one with the correlating color that is that chakra. Creating this beautiful, multidimensional, multifaceted blocks of color all moving through you as they come together and create a beautiful iridescent sheen around you. Imagine the beauty that would exist within us if we could see ourselves as just a ray of light. Beautiful, iridescent, shimmering, bright, shining star. Imagine that light deep within your heart center, growing brighter and brighter as this energy swirls around you, engulfing all of you in this bright, beautiful, iridescent light. It grows so bright that it completely encompasses the room you're in. Grows brighter and brighter as it encompasses the entire building that you're in. And it shines so bright that now that's all you can see. This multifaceted, multidimensional light, pure energy, pure love that has completely encompassed your entire existence. We invite you to step outside of this realm and just observe this light as it flickers and shines. All of these beautiful colors. Imagine yourself looking up at the heavens, at the brightest, most beautiful star you've ever seen. It shines and shimmers its light, completely free of constraint, completely free of the constructs of the human mind, completely free of anything holding it back, because all it knows how to do is shine. And in this state of pure energy, we are in awe of the beauty that is in this current moment. We feel the complete, malleable, and flexible movement of energy as the light touches whatever makes it happy. And if it touches something that maybe makes it happy temporarily, but turns cold after a moment, it has the complete ability and flexibility to move beyond that, to reach out to the next thing that makes it happy. This pure, loving energy shines its light brightly as it moves through this existence with pure joy and happiness. It is not forced into a container where it no longer shines. simply goes with the flow at its own will and allows itself the freedom to move where it's happy. And in this state of being, your internal light knows no fear. It knows no restrictions. It simply shines and grows brighter where it's happy. I invite you now start to come back into your physical space, knowing that that light exists eternally within you. That no matter the circumstances that arise during this human experience, this light is always with us. That we derive our happiness from this light. That we can love ourselves in the present moment. So we imagine becoming this beautiful star. That we can grow where we are. Because this light is eternal. It is all-knowing. It is divinely put here with the intent of the highest good of all involved. We bring this journey to a close. We want to offer gratitude and appreciation to ourselves for showing up for our own healing today. Gratitude and appreciation for knowing who we truly are underneath this cloak of the human world. Gratitude and appreciation for a more beautiful, more brighter future as we love ourselves into wholeness. Let us take a few deep breaths. Let's integrate this into our physical being. And when you feel complete, we invite you to come back into this space. Welcome back. I hope everybody is feeling as light and airy as I am right now. Can you imagine being in this state all the time? Because it is definitely possible. As we move through all of these pillars, they are designed to up-level you as we continue to grow, become more aware, and bring more intention to this space. So with that being said, we have 2 more pillars left. Tomorrow we will be discussing number 7, blossom your gifts, and how when we remain connected in this state of love, we are more capable of connecting to our spiritual gifts and remaining on a path of our highest and best good. So much love to you all, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.